Before you take a P test, you have to make sure you understand the extreme value theorem, which states that if a function is continuous on a closed interval AB, by closed interval, it's saying that we are including A and we are including B. Then it has both a minimum and a maximum on AB. Now let's think about if this makes sense. Let's draw any arbitrary function, and let's say that's A and that's B, and let's say our function is going something like this, from this point to this point. Well, as you can see, this point is a minimum and this point is the maximum, because at this point the function reaches the lowest possible value on AB, and at this point the function reaches the highest possible value on AB. So as you can see, you have minimum and a maximum, and you can try other examples. And as the extreme value theorem states, you are always going to be able to find the minimum and the maximum of the function if it's continuous on the closed interval AB. What if the function is not? What if the function is not continuous on the closed interval AB? Would it have minimum and a maximum? Let's think about this case when the function is continuous on the open interval AB, but not in the closed interval AB. One case would be something like this. At A, the function is undefined, so it's not continuous, and the function is going something like this to B. In this case, does this function has a maximum? Well, you might say this point is the function's maximum, but that when you plug in B, the function is not defined. So that's not going to be the maximum because the function cannot output this value. You might say this value is the maximum, but obviously this value is greater than that, and the value closer to this whole is greater than that, and so on. So in this case, you don't have any maximum, because whichever point you pick in this interval, there's always going to be at least one point, actually an infinite number of points, whose function output is greater than the value before it. So in this case, when the function is not continuous on AB, you don't have a maximum or minimum. Now, so the extreme value theorem only works when the function is continuous on a closed interval AB, where the value A, when the function is defined for A and B, and it's continuous on A and continuous on B.